Ethan says, if I walked into Nordi Mukiele sleeping with my future wife, I'd tuck him in and bring him a coffee. He is effing unreal. He might be the best defender I've ever seen play for Sunderland. Away the lads, man. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to our Mackems Walk. It's 20 minutes of Sunderland reviews. We've got Leo, Sean, Jamie and Charlie back with us. We're fresh back from the SOL watching the 1-1 draw with Villa. Lots to get our teeth into, of course, starting with Nordi Mukiele. Absolutely solid. Powerhouses, the red card, and credit to Regis Le Bris as well. We'll talk about more of that in a second. And which Sunderland players going under the radar for you and needs more shout-outs in praise? We'll get this panel's view on that in a second. Hope you're all doing well. Right, I tell you what, Leo, you are definitely not getting relegated this season. I've made my mind up. You agree?
I'm not going to go 100% one way or the other in case this gets screen recorded by fans of a certain team and then sent back to me at the end of the season.
Okay.
But I feel like it's looking every week more and more confident that we will stay in the division. And even just going through Twitter and stuff, the opposing team's fans are seeming to say that as well. You know, I saw a lot of Palace fans on Twitter saying there's no way that we get relegated if we play like that. And a game like today, going down to 10 men, conceding the first goal, you might think, okay, this is where we show, are we really up for the task that we've got ahead of us this season? And we proved that we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the main man then, shall we? That's drawing all the headlines. Sean, David says a black back three of Mukiele, Ballard, and Alderete for 15 million is unreal. Alongside Trey Hume for 20 quid or something as well. Proud as punch. Yeah. Is this the best back line we've seen for Sunderland in your lifetime?
Yeah, my lifetime. Yeah, unbelievable. Like Alderete, brilliant, like passing and stuff. Mukiele is just solid. Like he put Mateta and Watkins in his back pocket. And then Trey Hume solid, and obviously Ballard coming on and being solid. But yeah, Trey Hume, I would say the best signing like under like Speakman and Roefs, like for the price we bought him and what he's done for us, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie, how impressed were you with him?
With Mukiele?
Yeah.
He was faultless again. His pace on the recovery as well is just kind of something we've never really seen at our end. I think in the second half, I think it was Marlon got away and he just covered the ground so quickly and made a great tackle to keep us in the game, really, because if that goes 2-0, the game's over. But he's just a Rolls Royce, isn't he? And I think he's only gone one way in his career, and it's higher and higher.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at some more then, Charlie, shall we? Josh says 7 points from the first 3 at home is so impressive and crucial. And with 11 versus 11 today, it could have been 9. But to react from coming behind today with 10 is really impressive. Alderete and Mukiele, superb at the back once again. Real powerhouses, but also technical. And that powerhouse word is coming up quite a lot when we look at Sunderland. Not just technically gifted players. You've got players that are going to put their foot in, strong on the ball, strong in the tackle, and are going to leave a mark.
Yeah, no, they're it's clearly something to target. Like at the back, looking for some, some more Ballards back there to really challenge some of the big lads. I mean, like he's been saying, I thought they were just absolutely outstanding. And there's still more to come in that back line as well. You've got like Gertrudes back there who hasn't even came in yet. Masawatu got a look in. It's looking quite good. Looking quite good at the back row.
Okay, let's talk about the red card then, shall we? Leo, this is I don't know if it's divided opinion on social media, but I've seen a few calling him a liability now. That's the Brentford one, and now this. Where do you stand on it?
I mean, people who are saying he's a liability just need to look at the 30 minutes or whatever it was before the red card, because he was up and down that flank for the whole time he was on the pitch, and then every other game you see him being one of those players who's putting himself about constantly, and like you say, with the physicality and putting a foot in, getting them tackles. He is one of those first players that come to mind as someone who just puts his 100% into absolutely everything he does. Obviously, we can see now there's maybe a bit of a hothead in him, or maybe something that, you know, he can make a rash decision. With the penalty a couple of weeks ago, I didn't really see why he had to be so physical with him and drag him down. And then obviously today he's already won the free kick. I didn't really understand why he did it, but to call him a liability is just exaggerating it far more than it needs to be.
Yeah. Anybody any problems with the red card as a decision?
No, it's a clear red
yeah,
card.
it's just stupid. I mean, it's a bit soft, but like it is a red card. At the end of the day, it's a stupid thing to do, especially for someone so experienced.
I think the thing is as well, Cash didn't absolutely wipe him out. He kind of barged into him. There was just no need, and there was just petulance really, and you can't get away with a VAR. So you just got to think, got to be quicker in your head than doing something like that.
Yeah. Without a VAR, referee might have missed it, but you're not missing that one. There was another challenge one. So Sean Mark says, show that Hume challenge on Rodgers. Absolutely, absolutely smashed him. Yeah, I'm liking this tenacious Sunderland. There's no one can call you powder puff anymore. Like you covered it under Michael Beale, can you?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like everyone's given 110%, especially like Siddiqui. Just the whole team. But yeah, like Siddiqui was everywhere today, and yeah, Trey Hume was solid again. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man.
Yeah. There's another tweet. I mean, the praise kept coming in. I've rarely found a negative this week, to be honest, Jamie. Adam says, played fantastically well. We look an established Premier League side. And aside from Cash doing Watkins' job for him, we never really looked like conceding. Mukiele on another level. Wilson scoring again. Villa are awful. On to the next one. Yeah, what did you make of Villa and Watkins? I thought we made them look very average.
I mean, I thought we were excellent at what we did, but they're high-profile players. Morgan Rogers, who started for England 2 weeks ago, and one of the best performances they've had for many a moon. He was absolutely woeful today. His attitude just didn't seem right. He didn't seem bothered about how the game was going. Watkins was a total man off. But give us credit at the same time. We didn't allow them space on the ball, time on the ball. We were solid, compact, and I think the fact that Le Bris got so many new players playing this well in such a short space of time is a testament to him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice transition there, Jamie. Thank you to the next topic, which is him. Rody says, credit to Regis for his game management. Do you remember the days, Charlie, when we had a manager who couldn't change a game? Yeah, that can't be said for Regis, can it? He seems to know exactly what to do at the right times.
Yeah, I mean, he's still, I'm constantly hearing people around me at the match kicking off about not making subs early enough and, not doing this, not doing that. I'm like, yeah, man, surely after a year, you just let him crack on. Like, it surely he's proved at the year that he knows what he's doing. Like, what more's he got to do? It's ridiculous, but he's just the boy. I love him. Oh, he's class. My little football turbo nerd.
Right then, Leo. Nottingham Forest away next. Then, yeah. This is on. It feels like this fixture hasn't happened for ages. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure in my head why. It's a proper Premier League fixture. This one. How do you see this one going?
I feel like if it was a couple of weeks ago, I might have given a different answer. But since Ange's come into Forest, I see them playing into our hands exactly how we'd approach this game on the counter and against their high line. They're obviously going to throw people forward, try and play that really attacking football. And when teams do that, that's sometimes when we get our most success. I feel like that's why we struggled against Burnley away, because they are so sound defensively that we did struggle when we had less of the ball. We struggled against them, but with Forest, I feel like they are going to pile those players forward, and if we can defend as solidly as we have been the past couple of weeks, especially, I feel like we can definitely catch them on the counter and hopefully get another 3 points on the board.
Yeah, Sean, do you agree? Would you make any changes?
Like obviously the obvious one with Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Masuaku maybe go in. I wouldn't go 3 back like today. Either Hume left back and then Mukiele or Gertrude right back. But yeah, Masuaku will probably be the obvious option.
Jamie, any changes? Would you do differently away from home against what you're going to get with this New Forest side attacking wise, don't you? You just muted, sorry, mate.
They're going to have a go at us. I think away from home we'll be solid again, but in terms of who goes left back, I'm not sure, to be honest, at the moment. I think Le Bris will have a plan, but I think he'll keep his cards pretty close to his chest until then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Charlie, just a bit in terms of enjoyment. We spoke to Burnley fans earlier about whether they're enjoying the league or not at the moment. Leeds winning, Burnley drawing, you picking up points here and so on. It's the best start to any Premier League season by the three promoted sides, I think, except for with one exception. What do you put that down to?
I don't know, really. I mean, my thing going into this year was I think the clubs in the Championship and who are going to come up, they're all smarter because they all know they've got to get recruitment spot on. They need to target certain things and whatever. Obviously, we just had a load of money and spent it all, but did it really well. Leeds had obviously targeted, they wanted to get all the big lads in, and Burnley, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure about Burnley, but they've started better than I thought they would. I don't know, because we've all played teams around who we think are going to be down there as well. Jovi will play in a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Can't really put my finger on what it is. The home form as well, but then Leeds have just gone and beat Wolves comfortably away, so I don't know. But I'm loving it, so it's fine. I'm not really too bothered about the reason at the minute.
Okay. Right. You can follow all these four, of course, on Twitter. We'll put their handles in the description below. Thank you very much. Last question for you then this week. Which Sunderland player needs more credit than the media and other outlets have give them so far? Sean, let's start with you.
I think Palby's done much better recently than in pre-season when else he was just brand new to the country and stuff. That I was impressed with him today. I think it's weird that obviously started about Rig going off. Thought he done well. Obviously, it was his first Premier League start. But yeah, I think maybe Isidore doesn't get as much recognition, but yeah, I think that's
okay. Leo.
Yeah, I think Talby's probably the one that's jumping out, but I've seen a lot of people on Twitter are starting to recognise that after today. So I'll say Isidore as well. You might look at performances and overall and say there's still parts missing, but at the end of the day, we're 5 games into the season and he's got 3 goals. The main thing you need as a promoted club coming up is someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, and it looks like we've got that.
Great shouts. Jamie?
I think after today, I know he's had his name mentioned before, but I think after today, after coming straight back in the team after missing 3 or 4 games, Dan Ballard again was just faultless. Didn't put a foot out of place and slotted straight back in like he hadn't missed a minute. He was excellent again.
Smashing. Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really many of our lad who's not got much recognition at the minute. So, I mean, Talby is the obvious one, but mainly just because he's been criticised quite a lot, I think, from some of our fans, which has been harsh. I mean, for such a young kid, he's, especially as stupid as it is as a winger, his defensive contributions have been so good. He's always in the right spot. And then even when he got put on the left wing today, he had Matty Cash on toast. I think he's a real player in there, so Talby's got to be the unrecognised one, really.
Okay, Bill. Let us know in the comments whether they've missed any. Thank you very much, you four. Just quickly before we go, down in the Championship, not that you'll be paying any attention to it whatsoever, we've been talking to Birmingham City fans this week who are absolutely loving one Patrick Roberts, who is putting in shift and crosses like they've never seen before. Leo's. Is that his level?
I mean, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is his level. I thought he could have possibly been an asset off the bench. I would have never had him starting for us. I feel like that was one of the positions where we all fans looked at it and said that's what we need to sign in the summer. That's one of the priorities. But I could have definitely seen him coming off the bench and, still having his impact on the team. But at that level, I think, there was some times where his performances weren't very well received, but that was because of what we were trying to achieve, especially last season, trying to get in that automatics. As soon as someone's starting in the team and they're not getting a string of performances, you look straight to them. But I feel like for a team like Birmingham just coming up, they're going to be in and around that top half, the playoff spots. I feel like he's the perfect type of player for them. And obviously, if he can get his form back, he's a brilliant player. So,
yeah. Add on to that, Jamie, West Brom fans are absolutely raving about Chris Metham, who they've got in the back there. It feels like all the old Sunderland guard that got you up are now dotted around the Championship, helping other teams get up.
Yeah. I think he's proven, isn't he? He knows he can do a job at that level. But I think if you compare Metham to Mukiele and Alderete, you can see the difference in quality that's being needed for our step up to the Premier League. I think same for Roberts, his inconsistency. He's great on his day, but that consistency in the Premier League that you need, has he got that? And that's probably the question.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you all very much then. All right. Enjoy your trip to enjoy your trip to Nottingham. We will catch you the other side of that. I hope you have a good week, everyone. Thanks for watching.